The XFL kicks off this weekend, and before it starts, I wanted to do a dive into every single team that will be playing in the league this year. And the team that I have to talk about today is the Seattle Sea Dragons. And before we jump into the video, I just wanted to ask you if you'd hit that like button and subscribe for me. I do this stuff on my own free time. I don't get paid to do it. I just enjoy talking ball. It would mean a lot to me if you'd subscribe, but it just means a lot to me that you're even watching the video. So I just wanted to say I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's get right into the video. Who are the Seattle Sea Dragons? They're head coached by Jim Haslett. Jim Haslett wants to have a very versatile team, like a team that the actual Seattle Seahawks play on a regular occasion and San Francisco has. They have a guy like Debo, San Francisco does, and Coach Jim Haslett believes that they have a Debo for the Sea Dragons. His name is TJ Hammonds. He happens to also wear number 19. It'll be interesting to see how their offensive coordinator, June Jones, uses him because TJ Hammonds is a running back. Running backs don't get used in his offense a lot. He runs a run-and-shoot offense. And in his offense, again, like I mentioned, they barely run the ball. It favors a wide-open, pass-heavy offense. June Jones, for anybody that knows who he is, might recognize his name as a former Hawaii football head coach who happened to coach Timmy Chang and Colt Brennan, two quarterbacks who are both top 10 in passing yards in college football history for a career. Now, on the defensive side of the football, they have defensive coordinator Ron Zook. He has 40 years of coaching experience in football. That's a lot of experience. I expect that team to dial up some pretty nasty blitzes and some pretty tricky coverages for other opposing quarterbacks. But their offense needs to score a lot of points because that's what June Jones wants to do. And do they have the quarterback on the roster to do so? I think they do. That quarterback is Ben DiNucci. He's a former Gatorade Player of the Year from the state that I reign from, Pennsylvania. He graduated from Pine Ridge in high school. He originally committed to the University of Penn, but then when Pat Narduzzi got the job at the University of Pittsburgh, he then decommitted from Penn, committed to Pittsburgh, earned the starting job midway through one of his sophomore seasons, and then later transferred to JMU after losing it that same year to now Steelers quarterback Kenny Pickett. While Ben DiNucci was at JMU, he racked up 6,700 yards in 2 seasons on the offensive side of the football. He did enough to become a 7th-round pick for the Cowboys in 2020. And in 2020, the Cowboys struggled offensively due to the injury of Dak Prescott. Due to that, many different quarterbacks got a starting nod. Andy Dalton, Garrett Gilbert, and then we saw Ben DiNucci. And Ben DiNucci turned out to be a solid one at that. Not like an NFL great quarterback, but a solid, decent NFL quarterback. And while doing so, he also became a TikTok meme.
Ben DiNucci.
He'll now look to take over a June Jones offense where he will be able to sling the pill all over the field to wide receivers like Josh Gordon, who is maybe the biggest name in all of the XFL this upcoming year. 11 years ago, he led the NFL in receiving yards. He's still a physical freak, but can he do that at his current age, 11 years after leading the league in receiving yards and not being able to find a stable home in the NFL due to getting in his own way? Seattle is hoping so. But also at the wide receiver position, they have Jordan Vesey. He played at a couple different junior colleges before heading to Cal Berkeley, which has introduced quite a few different NFL receivers like Deshaun Jackson and Keenan Allen. He's been on 8 different NFL practice squads. He's looking forward to this opportunity. He was tired of being the 54th man. Now on the defensive side, the best player that stood out to me is their linebacker, Trey Walker. He was given a look this past offseason in training camp by the Washington Commanders, but he wasn't able to, plant his flag there. But what he was able to do is take his flag and plant it closer to where he's from originally and play in Seattle. He originally told Ron Rivera that he was actually just retiring from football, and then when he got called by the XFL, he had a change of heart and was welcomed back. He's very well built. He's a muscular human being, and he's physically just a beast. I think he's going to play with great tempo, and I think he's going to be great on the defensive side for the XFL and the Seattle Sea Dragons. With that being said, that's all I have to talk about with the Seattle Sea Dragons. I hope you liked this video. It means a lot that you are watching it. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you do. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.